that you've done for them so far and everything?
Yeah, for sure. So like, I feel like they reached out to me because I've always just been supporting Brampton and like bigging them up and stuff. Actually, like when I started making music in like 2012, 2013, one of the first songs I made was like literally just called Brampton, bro. Wow. And I was just like bigging up. I was like, yo, look at all these people we got from Brampton and stuff. I was like shouting them out. I'm shooting videos at Ching Park and like in downtown at the Gage Park gazebo and stuff, yo.
It's crazy because the Brampton always have had a stingy name to them, you know.
I know, you hear like, yo, bro, one time I was out in Toronto and like we were finishing up the club. My boy was just talking to this girl, like, yo, we're like asking her stuff, and like, she's like, where are you from, whatever, and they're like, oh, we're from Mississauga, and I was like, oh, cool, we're from Brampton, and they're like, no, actually, we're from Brampton. I was like, yo, how you gonna lie about being from Brampton, and then you didn't even go all the way and say Toronto, you just said Mississauga, yo, like, that's how bad we are? I was like, yo, disrespect, you know?
No, but you're changing the game, bro.
I'm changing the game, you know? So with that, you know, the first thing I did, this just started like this year, basically, the Ambassador program, but the first thing I did is I started a free open mic for the city. So it's like free to perform, free to come like watch and show love. And like it's budgeted through Brampton hooked me up with the Brampton Library because they kind of control the rec centers and like those types of buildings. So they had a programming room that's like attached to the library actually. So we packed it out like 60 people and it was free. Like a bunch of artists pulled up. Some of them were like, yo, it's my first performance ever. And so that felt good because like that was like the main incentive was like a lot of people don't have the resources to go to Toronto to perform, you know? Especially if you're young and stuff, you might not have like the way to get down there. And so if we could bring it back home, then it's like it's easy to get that experience and actually perform and learn and network like we were talking about.
Absolutely. If y'all don't know, the transit from Brampton to Toronto is kind of deep.
It's crazy. You gotta like be switching things. You gotta take a go and then something or like a bus and then some other bus.
And it's expensive.
Yeah, it gets crazy. Then if you Uber, it's like, oh, baby.
Absolutely. So what does that like you gain that position, right? What does that position mean to you?
Yo, it means everything, bro. It means like, you know, it just feels like the things that you've been putting in work towards are like being like recognized and validated, and like that people who actually have some power are like trying to use it for good, you know, and they actually like care. Like that's the cool thing is like, you know, I've been making music for a long time. And obviously I wasn't as big as I am now, but they never had this program for any other people or creatives before, right? So it's like it's really a different scene now in Brampton, and I'm proud that they're doing it. So like, I'm just hyped for the city, and like for myself, it was just like, nah, it's a crazy moment, and like just the first of many, hopefully big things coming, you know.
Absolutely.